All right. We're back, y'all. We are back. Yeah, listen. If you hear, if you hear, if you hear, if you hear anything in the background, that is Reen and her crew. Yes, they are in the gaming lab with me, so just bear with me, man. We're streaming. Everybody's streaming. Everybody's doing what they do, right? Happy MLK Day, man. This is this stream right here. I just wrapped up the boxing. Fire live too, by the way. But I wanna let me see how I'm sounding. You probably hear them in the background crazy. You probably hear them in the background crazy because you know it is what it is, man. That's how we're streaming. Um, Hold on. No, that's Rain. Yeah, that's Rain's crew, man. Let's see how this sounds.
Struggling with Wi-Fi dead zones
I want to hear how that sounds. Yeah, you hear y'all look. No, that's Rain. Yeah, that's Rain's crew, man. All right, man. You gotta go upstairs with that, man. You guys are too loud, man. Yeah, you might have to go upstairs. You're too loud. You guys are too loud with your game, man. But yeah, we at the desk, man. So I want to get to this Gucci. I really wanted to talk about it yesterday, or I can't even remember. It broke a couple days ago on the internet. About Gucci man being robbed out there in LA. Allegedly being backdoored by his artist, Pooh Shiesty. You know, everybody on the internet is talking about it, right? I think I may go to instead of using the YouTube, because some of this content, these guys on YouTube, they get real goofy over their shit, especially if they're making a couple dollars, right? I learned that with the boxing. These guys act like you need to use their name and shit to generate views and it gets real tricky out here, right? But with that being said, we're gonna I use I want to use the YouTube. I mean not the YouTube. I'm gonna use the IG because I know a lot of times with the IG they don't really flag it. Like YouTube, when you use the content from the YouTube, oh man, not only do they flag it, they even try to get your channel shut down. They try to get your channel shut down. So none of the big outlets like TMZ, Complex, things like that have confirmed this. But the streets, right? The YouTube streets, the internet streets, not only are confirming it, you have like this video right here that we'll probably click on in a second. You have the jewelry being shown, right? The jewelry being shown and things, right? Alleged. We're gonna say alleged over here, right? Now you read this caption right here, right? Is this Gucci stuff? Right? Real BMF. Real BMF HAG says the Gucci man that I knew did the robbing. He did not get robbed. BMF days. Now, that's what they said how Gucci got down in the A. They said Gucci was one of those guys. He was, and I think there's stories even out there of him robbing French Montana. Yeah, that French that's running around with Max B. I heard that Gucci got him for like 5 racks. And Waka Flocka's moms who managed French at the time had to get that back. But Gucci was a robber. He was Robin Hood, right? He was robbing a stick up boy. Now it seems that that has got turned around and he was robbed in LA, right? Oh man, hold on. Let's go back over here. It doubled down, right? Why did it double down? I want to go to this video right here. I want to go to this video right here. Right, this brother did a great breakdown. I was gonna play this on YouTube, but I'd rather play it over here, right? Because over here, they like I said, they don't flag you as much on IG. YouTube.
Hey, Gucci. Hey, Gucci LaFleur. You know, I grew up around my granddad and young bro. They say when you get married, man, you're supposed to always keep your wedding ring on. Always keep your Damn, my bad, Gucci. You don't know what yours is.
Can't tell you the day. But Gucci Mane, that wedding ring, gone. Yeah, they hit him with the Suge Knight, bruh. They took Gucci Mane's wedding ring and they took his watch. So, Gucci, you know this is 100% true. Hit me up, I can get you it back. But as it stands right now, bruh, Gucci Mane walking around wedding ringless right now, and he ain't got no watch.
See, this is like I said, nobody has confirmed this, but the streets are talking, y'all. Put it in the comment section. The streets are talking. They saying that he got jacked, man. They're saying that he got jacked, and this is all alleged. Pooh Shiesty backdoored him, right? Because they're saying Pooh Shiesty wants out of his contract. He wants out of his deal with 1017, right? But, TMZ, nobody from 1017 has confirmed this. But like I said, you see the bloggers, right, saying if you want your shit back, they can get it back for you. He said, I hate South rappers. Master Rank, what's going on, man? Why do you hate the South rappers, Master Rank? What's wrong? What's up, Master Rank? I know you a Jersey East Coast guy. Why do you hate the South rappers, man? You can't get into their style, right? You can't get into their style, man. What's going on, Master Rank? Talk to me, man. We here. Happy MLK Day, man. He said rap only belongs up north, New York, New Jersey. I figured you was going to say that. That's why I shouted you out and said you was a Jersey guy, man. You're one of those old school hip-hop guys, right? It started in the Bronx. It started up here. But I look at it like this, man. Every region has their rap. Every region has their rap. That's just how they rap. They rapping about what they do, right? He said because up north came up with rap, why do we share our music with the rest of the world? Well, that's how it is, man. Come on, Master Rank. Master Rank, you can't be like that. 11 in the building. Hit the like button, man. Feel free to smash the likes. Likes are free. You can also donate to the channel. Cash App, Shanewz Shop, man. Donations help the channel to grow, right? Donations help the channel to grow, man. I just did a fire boxing live, right? I want to point something out, right? I did a fire boxing live, right? Where guys was in the bushes. They was in the bushes the whole time. This live stream right here, already more engagement and everything. People already been in here more so than the boxing live. See, I just come over here and do different topics to expose how the boxing, they've been trying to shadow ban my content. Not only that, like I said, that community consists of just a bunch of jealous fans with no motion. And they know my boxing motion puts them to shame. Master Rank says, white people don't want us in rock and roll. Well, they don't have to want us in it. We are in it, right? What's my man's name? I might use that song, man. Cody Chestnut, Philadelphia guy, I believe, right? Oh, East Coast guy. I don't know if he's from Philly, but Cody Chestnut, rock and roll guy, right? You know, Cody Chestnut, man, right? Uh, the real founder of rock and roll, Little Richard. Come on, Master Rank. That's us. We created rock and roll, man. What are they doing with the stream? You see how they look? They messing with the stream, man. But so allegedly, Gucci was robbed, and this guy said he can get his jewelry back for him.
I'm not gonna say who robbed him. Pooh Shiesty was not there, but it definitely went on after Pooh Shiesty left. Pooh Gucci Mane got into an altercation as far as a little back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Pooh Shiesty wasn't hearing shit that Gucci Mane had to say. Gucci Mane want Pooh Shiesty on the team, but hell nah. So what ends up happening is
wait. Look, is this considered throwing Pooh Shiesty under the bus? Maybe that's why they're saying that Pooh Shiesty backdoored him, because that's what he's making it seem like, right? What did y'all read from that, man? He said, why are we so friendly with them, and why does a white man have to run companies about rap? Well, that's because, you know, these guys sell over their rights, Master Rank. They sell over their publishing. They sell over their rights. That's the music industry, man. These guys been puppets, man. They sell over their rights. Look at what's they just did. He's just sold his catalog, Future, right? These guys sell they sell their soul, man. In the entertainment world, period, man. That's why if you are a blogger, you got to build your audience, man. Build your audience. Stack your receipts, man. He said they know nothing about rap. Why does a white man cut us a check and masterpiece we came up with? Because we don't have the capital. We don't know how to build the capital. We don't know. Listen, we did and we didn't. Remember the chitlin circuit, mom and pop stores? The South kind of has that, but us up top, up here now, we have the crab in the barrel syndrome. We need to get a deal. You still see this to this day, guys that be rapping. You know how many guys I knew from my neighborhood, they used to rap, right? Allegedly got money, was in the streets, but they didn't know how to really fund themselves. They wasn't independent. They was always trying to get a deal. The South, what you speaking on, not only was these guys funding themselves, they were running their own companies. But up north, artists always wanted to get a deal. They needed to get a deal. They need to get a check cut for them, right? They need to get a check cut for them. But thank you for the feedback, Master Rank. He said, I dislike Georgia rappers. I dislike the HIV in that state too. Super pathetic. Well, HIV is everywhere. I think a lot of regions have it bad. South Carolina, I think North Carolina, New York, all over, man. Gotta be careful, man. Gotta be careful. Definitely gotta be careful, man. But Gucci, this guy's making it seem like Pooh Shiesty backdoored him. And a lot of people are. A lot of people are saying that he was backdoored. But they nasty in Georgia. Man, you got it up. Yeah, you don't like Georgia. What's up? What's up with that, man? Why you don't like Georgia, man? You know, I have land in Georgia. I have a compound in Georgia, man. I love Georgia. I may retire down there. Well, I don't know if I'm going to retire there, but I am definitely going to build something in the upcoming years. I'm going to retire somewhere in that stuff. I don't know about Georgia. Georgia, I like Florida, too. I'm going to go somewhere where it's cheap. You heard? Where it's cheap, man. You get more for your dollar. I like up north women better. Okay. I'd rather not go there. Nah, go there, man. You are blowing the chat up, man. This is good, man. Yeah, Florida's the best, man. Florida, you can live like a king, man. You don't even need much money. Florida, North, it's South period. Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, all in the South. You can live good, man. Especially if you're a real hustler and you know how to get money, you know how to flip money. You live real good, man. So have you ever lived up north, New York, Jersey, Connecticut. And you go down there, and you know how to manage money, flip money. You live like a king, man. He said, I never go down there. My father's from Georgia. So was mine. My whole family. I have a lot of family down there. I have a compound, man. We own a whole compound, Master Rank. I got big property down there, man. Big property. I did a live stream on it, man. When my dog was a puppy, Big Daffy. Daffy's big as hell now. We all went to Georgia. We went down to Georgia because my sister, we all was down there, and we stayed on the compound, the Jones Estates, I call it. We stayed down there for a couple days because we was in Atlanta, like the suburbs of Atlanta. I think McDougal. The Georgia's Georgia. We was there, but my land was in Lowndes County, Valdosta. So it was like I think a couple hours. But when you up here and you drive around New York, like a 2-3 hour ride is nothing. So I jumped in. I was like, that's not. I really wanted to go to Florida, but when I got down to where my family was from and down there, we got all the way turned up. All my cousins that I ain't seen in years, they all came out. We had the crazy because my cousin is a manager at Public, so she brought mad chicken over. My aunties in them was cooking fish. My cousins in there who make moonshine, they run moonshine. They came over there. It just, man, it got real crazy, man. We turned up. So I never really made it to Florida. I was supposed to go to Florida, go check my other cousin, right? I was gonna do it, but I ended up staying there for 2 days, and I never made it down to Florida. I was like, yo, I'm gonna come check you tomorrow, but we partied up for them 2 days, man. And it was good for my kids because, Coach Ream, they got to see my father's side of the family, but they really got to experience like real cooking. They got to experience real cooking because that's what my aunties and them do. I think I got that weight off of me now. But I went down there, man. I might have put on, I swear, just for being down there, I think I might have put on like 12, 15 pounds. Because, you eat, man. All the meals down there be big meals, man. Big breakfasts, beef sausages, bacon. I don't eat the pork, but, bacon, beef sausages, eggs, biscuits, grits. Every meal down there is big, right? Yeah, every meal down there is big. Just big meals, man. He said, I can't go to Georgia. I'll get in trouble. The people piss me off and I get mad. Nah, man, it's all right. You got to get around your peoples, man. I had, man, when I went down there, it was good, man. Because like I said, we own a lot of land, man. So, and I got to show my kids that. Like, they got to see different things, man. See ownership. Like, go outside and be able to shoot a gun. And just, do shit that, like, you can't do up here. Right? Go in the woods and hunt and do different shit, man. He said, I don't like their foods in Georgia either. Too much. So damn, Master Rank. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I don't like my father's family not to be toxic, but it's how I view them. Damn, I get you. I feel you, man. I feel you. But I had a good time when I was down there. But this guy got robbed, man. They don't want to confirm it. Maybe they're embarrassed. But the Memphis boys lined them up, man. The Memphis boys lined them up in LA, man. They did them dirty. They did them dirty down there in LA, man.
Space in the place. Can't give you too much specific details because if I do, then y'all know that's all bad. But as soon as Pooh Shiesty got up out of there, left, got in his car, pulled off, he ain't knowing what the hell going on. All he knows is he happy that Gucci Mane signed him up out that goddamn deal. But after that, after Pooh Shiesty was in the clear, because he don't know shit about this, so he gonna be reading about and hearing about this as I am. I mean, as I'm letting y'all know this shit right now. They robbed his ass. For surely robbed goddamn Gucci Mane. Robbed his ass out of his ring, robbed his ass out of his watch. So he running around here right now. It didn't happen in Atlanta. That's as far as I can get y'all right there.
So, like I said, this is probably why, like the TMZs, the complexes, they not confirming this, right? They are not confirming this. Master Ray said North Carolina is best. Yeah, North Carolina's cool. Well, North Carolina got the Bojangles. We got a Bojangles in Brooklyn now. Just opened up. Bojangles, man. I was just in North Carolina. I was in Greensboro. I was in Charlotte. I like North Carolina. North Carolina's like New York now, though, man. Everybody from New York is down there, man. And, and one thing about New Yorkers, they pollute shit. Everybody from New York is down there, man. You know, North Carolina is still cool, but it done turned into New York, man. You know, everybody from New York is there. CW Thumbnails in the building, man. Salute. General CW Thumbnails. Man, you're getting a lot of compliments about your work, man. A lot of compliments, man. You're doing great work, arts and graphic designs. That's why I got to keep highlighting you, good brother. A lot of people are highlighting your work. My guy Frank Smarts and who was that young lady? Joanne. Somebody else, man. I can't remember, man. You know, the channel's growing, man. Yo, you know, look, I've been doing the boxing thing for mad years, right? The moment I started branching off and blogging like this, you get a lot of compliments. Because like I told you, the crab crow community of the boxing shit, these niggas don't compliment you. They have the nigga syndrome. They be jealous. They talk about you behind your back. And then when you catch these motherfuckers, you be like, yo, what's up, nigga? Peace, God, peace, and all that, right? But I've been branching off doing content like this. And my subs have been going up and the viewership, right? But people compliment. They compliment the work, man. They compliment the work. So allegedly, you know, it's looking like, that's why I'm going to keep saying alleged, that he got backdoored, man. He got backdoored, man. Right? Look, let's go to another one, right? Govan Hovan, right? Who recently was acquitted of the what's the name? The Dolph murder. Here he is right here, right? Speaking on it as well.
Hey, I don't know who need to hear this, man, but no, I'm lying. Hey, Gucci man, LaFleur, you want to sign 100 nigga from Memphis, Tennessee to try to antagonize Dottie all because he fucked your wife. Then you dropped them little niggas and killed Pooh. And not got it and took Pooh Shiesty from you. How I feel to have a Memphis nigga, man, take your wife and your #1 artist. You gotta tighten up, Gooch. All that goof.
Now, this could go left. I think it is gonna go left though, cause Gucci's no slouch, man. Gucci is no slouch. Appreciate you, Master Rank. He says Sharon. Gucci's no slouch, man. If y'all know, right? Cause remember, like I said, I don't even have to say alleged on this, man. Remember, Gucci laid down one of Jeezy's men. Remember when they tried to rob him? He laid the guy down. And they said Gucci was that guy. He was robbing niggas, right? So I don't think this is gonna, it's gonna end up in the streets, man. We're not glorifying no street activity over here. We're just putting out content, right? We're just putting out content, but I think this is gonna go left, man. I think this is gonna go left, and the reason why it's gonna go left, like I said, because this is it's in the streets already. You have people getting robbed, right? Now, one thing about the music industry, you do have a lot of street guys in it, right? But I think the music industry, and I say this respectfully, is watered down now because a lot of these guys, and this isn't alleged, it is what it is. They're soft. They took deals. They got dick down. It is what it is, man. Like normally street niggas don't get dick down, right? Is that a fair assessment, y'all? Like street niggas, real street niggas, they're not trying to get dick down. They ain't on no Fleece Johnson shit, right? But this is gonna go left. It has one left already, right? Because alleged, well, it's not even alleged. Well, yeah, we're gonna say alleged. He got robbed, right? But he has had an ongoing back and forth with Memphis and Young Gotti and Yo Gotti and them. All right, close the door, please. Man, you hear Daffy? The Daff was outside. Yeah, now what just happened, yo? You see how they be messing with my shit? What just happened, yo? I did not do that. I didn't do that, man. I was on my Gucci wave, man. What just happened? Why did they do that? Why did they do that, man? See how they messing with the live stream, y'all? See how they are messing with the live stream? Here's Pooh Shiesty.
This a win. After him, it's Benjamin closing off in the Maybach. I was all walking trying 3 grand.
Damn, all my phone blowing up now. I don't want to answer that. So this was 2 days ago, right? They said that Pooh Shiesty was in the studio and he dropped this, a snippet. 17 in the building. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, man. Yo, CW, you in here? CW, do you see the difference? I want you to pay attention, CW. Pay attention, CW, and anybody else that's in here. You see the difference when you actually talk about content that matters? Not saying that the boxing content doesn't matter. The boxing community is fake. It is what it is, man. I hate to say that. It's fake, man. It's just a fake community. Fake vibes, fake alliances, fake formations and all of that, right? Bunch of niggas and bitches that don't really support the sport. Now, there's another one on here I want to talk about. Right? Because they said that the reason why him and Pooh Shiesty went south. See, if I was on YouTube, I could pull a lot of this shit up. But I don't like certain content on YouTube. I don't like to run. Because it's other people's content. And they be like, especially if they have a fan base and all that, yeah, they flag your shit, man. But it's alleged that Pooh Shiesty's cousin, right, was murdered. And Gucci didn't come through. Well, he did and he didn't, right? For the cousin. And right now, look, see, this is the type of shit I'll tell you about. They be like, these are all rumors, right? Look at this, and it's got over 4,000 likes. So people are taking all of this type of stuff, right? Gucci Man was kidnapped and held at gunpoint by Pooh Shiesty until he signed a contract releasing him from his rap deal, right? These are the rumors that's going around. Look, and this is Tasha K is one of the bigger bloggers, right? Right? She says alleged. That's how they cover themselves. That's how they always cover themselves. Everything is alleged, right? Everything is alleged. right? But Pooh Shiesty's out of his deal apparently now. But none of this has been confirmed. None of this has been confirmed, right? Because I don't see Gucci just releasing him out of the contract, right? I don't, right? He's going to lose a lot of money, right? Normally, when you release somebody from a contract, you're compensated. You have some type of deal, especially if there's still a lot of years on the contract or albums, right? But you know, a lot of these guys don't understand that type of logistics. CW said, "Yes, sir." You see it, right, CW? That's why I didn't mix the two, right? Look, I'm learning, CW. I did a fire boxing live. You got to watch it. I went in on the boxing this morning, but I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna mix it because I want to prove my point. I want to prove the point, right? I did a boxing live stream this morning. No motion, right? Yo, it was Bush's motion. It was motion, but the motion was in the bushes. This live stream right here. Now, look, it's 9 people in here right now. A second ago was 17, 12, 20 something, right? This live stream right here, people are coming in, right? I did a fire live stream with boxing. They was in the bushes, man. They was in the bushes. But has anybody reached out to Gucci Man's label for a statement confirming any of this, right? Because when I did the TMZ report, no confirmation. See how everybody's saying that Pooh Shiesty robbed him? Here it is right here. This is what I was talking about. This is it right here. See, it's on here. This is his cousin was murdered.
That's the way, ho. He deserved way Gucci put in. He was talking about some flowers and 10K. He ain't pay for no funeral. He put towards the funeral, but he ain't pay for it. He said that he was gonna pay for the funeral, and he ain't do that. But it was gonna be paid for regardless. He want all 4 chains back. He ain't getting no. Girl, fuck them receipts. Don't nobody give a fuck about them receipts showing no 20K. I'm telling y'all what the fuck I saying. It's on a receipt for 10K that we get. What the fuck? She just trying to clear up her husband's name, and he ain't trying to come to us and talk to us as a man.
Yeah, see, Pooh Shiesty's family member lost his life, right? Gucci Man alleged that's one, I think the cousin or the sister of the deceased, said that he was going to pay for everything. He only gave 10K and then he gave another 10K. And she's saying that was it was way more than all of that he didn't pay for nothing. And then on top of that, he wanted the 4 chains back. So there was a rift. And Pooh Shiesty felt very disrespected by this rift, right? Yo, look, I had a good breakfast right here. Look at these potatoes, man. I had me some potatoes this morning, y'all. Some taters, right? Now, the only reason I ate like heavy like this morning, look at these good taters. No loyalty in the streets. Yes, Gonzo. None. These guys are all backdoor. Yo, the bagel spot around my way, they make the best home fries, man. Yo, all delis, right? All delis don't make good home fries, man. All the delis don't make them good. But the bagel spot around my way, over there in the plaza, oh man, their home fries is good. They're good. They're good. Now I probably won't eat nothing. The rest of the day, I'm gonna go light. I had a nice omelet with some potatoes, right? No loyalty in the streets, man. Let me highlight another War Eagle council member in here, Young Gonzo. You're correct, but I don't think, they felt that Pooh Shiesty and his family felt slighted, man, because not only did he not put the money up that he said he was going to put up, he asked for the jewelry back. He asked for the 4 chains back. And that just sparked something in them. It sparked something in them. And that's the video that I was looking for. I'm glad I was able to find it. I was able to find it. This is wild. Yeah, man. It's only going to get wilder.
Man, he ain't trying to come and talk to us as a man. He ain't called my daddy phone about shit. He ain't called my daddy phone about shit.
Gucci Mane, that wedding ring, gone.
Oh.
Yeah, they hit him with the Suge Knight, bruh. They took Gucci Mane wedding ring and they took his watch. So Gucci.
Yeah. Now Gucci is not. I don't think he's gonna take that line down, man. Right? Unless this is the clone Gucci, because Gucci was a street dude. He was robbing niggas. He used to rob niggas, man. Alleged. We're gonna say alleged, man. This is all alleged, man. Right? Because like I said, none of this has been confirmed, man. None of this has been confirmed. And a lot of times when they don't confirm it, it's because they're going to do something about it, man. Right? They're going to do something about it. But the bloggers was all over it, man. The bloggers was all over it, man. You know? The bloggers, you see the bloggers, dude right there, he done said he can get the chain and the shit back and all that. So by him making that statement, this is for my chat. Put it in the comment section, man. By him making that statement, he must know who got the shit, right? What is that a fair assessment, right? To say that I can get your shit back. So that means you know who got it. I'm not saying you know who robbed them, because a lot of times a motherfucker might do the job and then pass it off. You know, let's clear that up, alleged. Right? But you know who has his shit. By you making that statement saying that you could get it back for him to hit you up, right? What y'all think about that, man? Put it in the comments, man. Put it in the comments, man. Put it in the comments, man. Put it in the comments. And I got some fire artwork on this too. I don't think I threw it up on IG. I threw it up on the YouTube. The artwork I did on this one, man. I used part of it as my thumbnail. Part of it as my thumbnail, man. So they backdoored him, alleged. And it stems from a lot, man. You see, they said that Gucci, right? He was kidnapped. Look, Tasha K said he was kidnapped, right? Right? Said he was kidnapped and held at gunpoint. I don't think that was the case, because if that was, why did they rob him? If they got what they wanted out of the deal, they got him out of the contract, why rob him? Why rob him? If he signed off to release you out of the contract, why did you rob him? You're a free man. You are a free man. You're out your contract. You're out your deal. Right? Goo-wop. There goes Goo-wop. This is the Goo-wop that was robbing niggas, man. That's the Goo-wop that was robbing niggas, man. Alleged, right? Goo-wop. That's what they used to call him, right? Gucci. Is this the watch they took? Oh, no, that says Gucci's wife. Maybe that's the watch they took. You think it's this one right here? This $1 million watch? Damn, that's a come up. That's a come up, man. If they got that $1 million watch, right? Look at this watch, man. They saying this is the watch his wife got him. Look.
Man, my wife. No, I can't lie.
Gucci's man wife gifted him a $1 million watch.
But I know this young woman cost a lot of money, and then she surprised me and bought the watch for me. I got the best
it's
wife
one of one custom.
Exactly.
For Mr.
The one-on-one custom. You think that's the watch they got, yo? Put it in the comments, man. Look, put it in the comments. Is that the watch that they got? Huh? Y'all think that's the watch they got? CW said fire emojis. You think that's the watch, CW? That $1 million watch? Damn. That motherfuckers got him for that. The wedding ring, that wedding band that he had was fire too. If they got him for that $1 million watch, hopefully the brother alleged, right? We're gonna keep saying alleged. Hopefully the brother got insurance on his shit. But he probably has to. He owns property. So he gotta have some type of insurance. Right? He'll get all that back if he has insurance on his house. Because a lot of times you have a house, you have insurance, your jewelry and shit be underneath that. So he should be all right with that aspect, y'all. He should be all right. But damn, Guwap, them niggas got you, brother. Guwap, they got you. Let me take time to, you know what I do, man. You know what I do over here, y'all. Look. This is a business, man. Now that I know I got actual people watching, right? Okay, we're reloaded. Anybody need some of this good Seymour's? Here it is, man. Place your orders. Look, we can wholesale it to you, right? We can wholesale it to you, right? And see, we can make you the jars as well. You need any Seymour's? Hit me up, man. Hit me up, man. Seymour's is on deck, man. A good gold, too. Good gold, man. So I'll promote that now while I got a real audience in here, man. He said that guy tried to say he'd get it back for a fee. They tried to back out. That's what you think, lazy journalist? Why you say that? Now, I think, maybe he does know who got him because maybe they told him to put that out because he is one of the bigger bloggers. You heard? He is one of the bigger bloggers. He said, I still think the law going to get involved. They already are involved. I don't think he went to the law because, anything you put out on the internet, they're watching. Big Brother, the Eye in the Sky, they're watching. They know all this shit. Because I don't think he went to the authorities. That's why when you do a hard check on this, nothing is confirmed. Nothing is confirmed. But in order to him, like I said, if he has insurance on his shit, he's going to have to file a report or just take the loss, right? Just swallow that loss. And if he swallows that loss, 9 times out of 10, he's going to hold court in the street. He said, I know Gucci didn't go to the law. Yeah, because he's going to hold court in the street. He's going to hold court in the street. He's chalking it up to the game. He's going to hold court in the street. Right? As he should, right? And I'm not co-signing that, but he was a robber. Gucci robbed people, man. This is all alleged. He robbed people. So, you got to respect the game. Especially if you a nigga that took nigga shit before. You got to respect the game, man. You got to respect the game. I'm saying the law is because they watch these fools. Exactly. They already know. They're not going to do nothing. They're going to listen. They're going to sit back and let these niggas kill each other. Or do something that trump the charges up. They don't care. They don't care, man. They don't care. Right? They don't care. They're going to let these guys go at each other. Right? They do not care. Right? But thank you for your comment, lazy journalist. But if that's the watch right there, God damn, he took a loss, man. That's $1 million watch right there, man. That's the watch that they got. Right? They got that one right there. God damn. But he got a lot of watches, so you don't know which watch it was. But if they got that one, God damn, that was a sweet come up, man. That was a sweet come up, man. But this is major talk right here. This is major talk. All right? See, they're saying he got kidnapped. If they kidnapped him, then Pooh Shiesty got him to, sign a release out the contract. Why rob him? Why did they rob him? Why would they rob him? Pooh Shiesty got what he wanted. He got out the deal. So why did they rob him? I don't think that story right there is true. As far as they held him hostage at gunpoint. He said he most likely got insurance. Yeah. He definitely, listen, he has $1 million homes and all that, man. All that shit is insured, man. Just like when, what's the name? Remember when like a couple months ago, the rapper down there in Houston, they robbed him, Slim Thug. Well, he got his shit back. I think Jay Prince, somebody got his shit back. They did the old school trick on him. But he had insurance. He had insurance, man. He was going to get his shit regardless. He had insurance, man. They went up in his high-rise condo. That had to be another inside job, right? They went up in his shit and robbed him. He said, well, I think whomever it is happened. Yeah, but they said that he was held at gunpoint. They did the old school tap. Remember when that happened to Dipset? Y'all remember that? When Cam and them, I don't think it was Cam. It was Jewels and somebody else. You know what really happened, right? You know what happened, right? Shit like this happens all the time. Yo, these niggas, and I say respectfully, right? These niggas, they said they was going to do a show over there in the UK. Niggas put the money up, right? Them niggas never showed up. They never showed up, right? Because remember, Dipset used to have the group SAS, right? The London rappers. That was the outfit over there. They never showed up. When they went over there, they thought shit was sweet. Them gangster niggas that put the money up said, yo, you got to pay us. Now, they held Jewels and them hostage until they got their bread, right? Remember that video? That was some real shit. They held them niggas. They held them niggas hostage, man, until they got their bread. Yeah, they held them hostage until they got their bread. They made sure they was compensated for putting that money up for the show or the club appearance that them niggas never showed up to. Now that really happened. That went down like that, man. That went down. And that happens a lot, man. Because like a lot of times when these guys go to these shows and they do all these shows, the promoters be the actual niggas from the hood that's getting money. And that's how they wash their money. So they put on a concert. You ever watch the what's the name? Yo, the Wu-Tang shit is a good series, right? Remember when my man, the Jamaican Don, right? He got Rakim and Eric B to perform in Staten Island, right? He just put the money up. What was his name? Risky? I can't think of his name right now. The dude. Somebody knew Pooh was going there. Yeah, Pooh told the people he was going there, man. Because look, from the reports that are being put out there, the moment he left the meeting or the alleged kidnapping, hijacking, hostage situation, they rolled up and robbed Gucci. So it was like a backdoor situation, man. He said, I don't think Pooh robbed Gucci. I don't know, man. What's the coincidence, though, man? Why when he left, right? So you think? Let me ask you this, right? Figuratively speaking, so you think they was just watching the spot, right? They was watching the spot on some wire shit, at like how what's the name of them was watching Marlon and them at the rim shop, and they waited for Pooh Shiesty and them to leave, and then they said, "Yo, we just gonna get Gucci." That's what you think? They was just laying on the spot, and they was like, "All right, Pooh Shiesty and them left. Ain't a lot of people in there now. Let's go get them." He said it hasn't been confirmed that the story is true either. Yeah, you know that's what the internet does. That's why it's all alleged. See what Tasha K put out? Tasha K put out that he was held hostage. right? So you think they just watched the spot? They was laying on the spot, and they was like, "Yo, all right, Pooh Shiesty's gone." Normally, listen, if I'm just saying from that element, right? Wouldn't you want to go in there and rob all of them niggas, right? You would go in there and rob all of them niggas, right? It would have been a bigger lick. I'm just saying, right? But they let Pooh Shiesty go because he left, and then Gucci got robbed. I'm just saying that it's kind of, you know, to me, shaky. It is what it is, man. But what do we know, man? We just gossiping over here, man. This is gossip, man. This is gossip, man. Right? This is gossip, man. But Memphis, Atlanta beef, man. Memphis, Atlanta beef. Right? This is that Memphis, Atlanta beef, man. Memphis is a gangster city, man. Because Memphis got a lot of the Chicago gangs, right? It's one of like the biggest black cities, right? With a lot of gangsters down there. He said, whoever did it, they might not be that stupid. Listen, usually guys that rob people for a living like that, they don't give a fuck, man. That's their MO, man. That's what they do. It's like rest in peace to Omar and the Y. They don't care. They want to get the biggest target, man. They don't pick and choose. Right? They don't be like, listen, when you are a robber, a full-time jack boy like that, right? What's the damn. They had a fire like a hood DVD YouTube series. It wasn't Respect Life, it was the other one. Damn. The fuck was the name of that joint, man? It's slipping my mind, man. Where they was doing that. Damn. What the hell was the name of that damn, it wasn't Respect Life. Rest in peace to Boom P. It was the other one. They had the YouTube, what's the name, right? When guys rob drug dealers or niggas that's getting money, they don't pick and choose, man. They don't pick and choose, man. He said, I'm saying they might not be stupid because no one is talking or bragging they did it. Nah, but dude, remember the cheddar dude, he put out already on the blog that he can get the shit back. So it's obvious he knows something, or he's just speculating online for clicks and views. But he told Gucci he could get it back. So he knows who got the shit, or he knows something, man. Or he's just on here trying to get clicks and views. But yeah, the people that robbed him alleged they're not amateur night at the Apollo. They didn't, they didn't come online like this. Look. The niggas that do that, right? The niggas that rob niggas, right? Look, the niggas that rob niggas and come online and do shit like this, show the jewelry. That's amateur night at the Apollo, man. That's the amateur night at the Apollo. 9 times out of 10, when niggas rob niggas or get a lick like that, if they not fencing it off, right? If they not fencing it off, they don't be coming online with the trophy like, yo, you want your jewelry back? Nah, that's amateur night at the Apollo. I remember, dudes in the BX did that shit, right? They robbed J.R. Ryder, right? They robbed J.R. Ryder in them, right? And they came online. They got locked up for that shit, man. Cause that's what I used to do, right? I used to sit online because my brother used to always have me in the studio with him. That's what I used to just be in there, just watching shit on the internet, on the computer, right? I should have been blogging many years ago, right? Taking it a lot more serious. But I used to be in there But I never liked the internet because I used to be like, yo, niggas be telling on they said they're gonna get locked up. But I remember when the niggas robbed J.R. Ryder and they had the murder ones on and they got caught for that shit because of YouTube and the internet. Because they came on the internet and they had the niggas chains. And he was like, yo, right? Yo, he was like, when I seen you, he was like, yo, when I seen you, your song was in my head. Yo, get him, get him, get him. He said, yo, that's what I did. I got him. But them niggas ran on the internet and they had the jewelry on and all that. They all got locked up for that shit, man. He said YouTube is dead anyway. No, it ain't. Yo, a lot of motherfuckers is making good money on YouTube. They are. They're making good money. What's dead is the music industry, period. I think so too. Because, right, I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because by him saying that, right, yo, you know who did it, right? That's why I said he's acting like he knows who did it, right? So he's basically saying, all they gotta do is apply pressure on you. Because you got some form of answers. You might not know who robbed them. Because like I said, they might have passed it off and made the transaction, but it could start with you now because you're claiming that you know who has it and he could get it back through you. So that means you know something, nigga. You know something. He said, yeah, the music industry is, they've been dead, man. Because the rappers are CB4, man. Most of the rappers, right, they were CB4 ass niggas, man. And then, like I said, a lot of the rappers, they don't have that money that they always been portraying. They don't have it. They don't have that bread. Right? But if you know, you know. The music industry always was like that. It was always smoke and mirrors, man. Because these niggas, I remember being at a video shoot, right? I swear I remember this shit, right? And this is way before they even started exposing all that. Yo, these niggas rented cars, right? Yo, everything was rented, man. Cars, jewelry. They had prop money. And look, this is the shit people on the internet fall victim to. Yo, prop money, rented cars, look, rented jewelry, and the crib was rented. So it was like, yo, these niggas is frauds, bro. Because I used to do a lot of security work. Right? I used to do security work. I used to be like, yo, these niggas is really frauds, man. And they made the movie. CB4 is a real movie, man. Where they was exposing the game, man. But these were the rappers, man. These were the quote-unquote gangster street rapper niggas, man. And that's how they was moving and giving it up, man. It was all smoke and mirrors, man. That's why I was telling Master Rank, like, Master Rank was in here fronting on the South rappers, but I was like, nah. One thing I know about the South rappers, they actually really had money. They didn't need the deal. They didn't need the smoke and mirrors, man. I don't know about now. He said, but why try to make Gucci pay to get it back? Makes it look like it's extortion. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. If he wants his shit back, that's how he got to get it back. That's the name of the game. Remember, yo, what they are attempting to do to Gucci probably did the people 100 times over himself. Remember, Gucci was a robber. Gucci was robbing niggas, man. We're gonna say alleged. We gotta say alleged. We gotta say alleged. Gucci was robbing niggas, man. Goo-wop. My bad. Y'all probably heard that I was blowing my nose, man. This microphone picks up everything. He said it's story time for me. I think Gucci has matured. He said, when I come here just to listen to the fantastic lies and jokes. All right, lazy journalist. But I think this shit is gonna go left. Because the reason why I say it's gonna go left is because there's no confirmation. And anytime you're not getting it confirmed, that means Gucci, if it happened, he just chalked it up. He chalked it up, man. He didn't go to the police or nothing. He just chalked it up. But the internet ran with it. It's all over the internet. But he did not say, yo, I was robbed, I was this, and nothing. Because, like I said, TMZ, Complex, all these sites, there are no police reports. There's no confirmation. So he chalked it up. Anytime a nigga this alleged happens and the internet is talking about it, and there's rumors or alleged to be truth, but you don't confirm it, or you don't what's the name? He's not gonna let it go like that. He said, doesn't mean Gucci stupid, he must have insurance. Yeah, but in order for him to you should know this, lazy journalist, in order for him to do an insurance claim, he has to file a police report. He has to confirm that he was robbed. There's no confirmation that he was robbed, man. Where's the reports of the robbery? He has not confirmed the robbery. Right? He hasn't confirmed the robbery. So if you don't confirm the robbery, you can't file no insurance claim. Like, what's the name? I don't know if you was in here early when I was saying Slim Thug. He got his shit back, but he confirmed that he was robbed. He put it out there. Yeah, these niggas, they ran in my penthouse. They took my belongings. So he was able to file an insurance claim. But I think he got all his shit back anyway. Like I said, he was tapped in with them peoples. But a lot, like I said, a lot of times when these guys be getting robbed like that, it be inside jobs, man. It be inside jobs, man. It be setups. Sometimes, alleged, we're gonna say over here, it be insurance scams, right? He said it could be too. Could be a music industry play. But I don't, to be honest, I don't think it is, man. Because the guys who are involved in this, right? There's a real beef. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a real beef, a real history, right? So I think all this shit is true, man. I think all this shit is true. Look, I went over here to my study. This is my study. Let me show y'all my study real quick, man. My daughters and them got me this. This is my book. I wrote a book, right? I wrote my book in here. Right? See what it says? This is my book. They got this for me for Father's Day. I wrote a book in this, right? But you know what I got inspired by? I was reading. This is the 48 Laws of Power. But this is my book right here, right? Starting and growing your own consulting business from zero. That's what I did on this internet, right before your eyes. Shanewz Boxing LLC. Dylan, what's going on? Did you hit the like button, Dylan? These are my studies, man. I used to go to I still go to the library, but I used to go to the library and read. Take an hour out of my day and read and write. I think I might start incorporating that more when I have the time. Right? Instead of doing these blogs, but I'm blogging and streaming more. Right? Concentrating on the content now. But yes, I said I was gonna start doing the 48 Laws of Power streams, right? He said it could be a whole. No, wait, I read that one. They could have got sued if that was the case. Right? He said only people who know is the ones that have an issue with each other. Yeah, you're correct with that assessment as well. Right? But look, I'm gonna break down the what's the name. This right here has this to me. This whole situation reminds me of Law 19 and the 48 Laws of Power, right? Know who you are dealing with and do not offend the wrong person, right? Now, earlier in the live stream, I spoke of Pooh Shiesty, his family, that young lady, and them feeling offended because when a family member was murdered or lost his life, Gucci offered to pay for the funeral. He did not do that. Then he asked for the 4 chains back. Know who you are dealing with and do not offend the wrong people. I think he offended the wrong people. Right? I think he offended the wrong people. How do y'all feel about that, man? And that is law number 19 in the 48 Laws of Power. Know who you are dealing with, right? I don't think he knew who he was dealing with because he offended them. He didn't pay for the funeral. He told him he was going to pay for the funeral. He did not pay, right? He did not pay. I love that book. Yeah, I got a lot of Robert Greene books. I have this one. I have the what is it? The Strat Art of War, right? I have, what is the other one? Human Nature. I got all his books. I got the 51. I just started reading, man. I got to a certain point in time, and it took me back to my mother. My mother used to make me read, right? She used to make me read, right? Yeah, that was a punishment, right? I used to have to read. Right? If I got in trouble, right? Rest in peace to my moms. I had to read a book, which was good. Yeah, that is good discipline. Maybe some of you dumb niggas would have had that. You might be not as dumb, right? Right? You might not be as dumb, right? But yeah, so I feel like they got offended, man. He offended that family. Right? And Pooh Shiesty, because if you look on the internet and you type this shit in, especially on YouTube, a lot of people are talking about that Pooh Shiesty was offended. He was offended by losing his family member and Gucci not coming through. Yeah, the 51, yo, you gotta check me out. I got content out on that. I got a vivid picture where I had that when I was in the studio. He said, my mom worked at a high school library. Oh, that's good, man. Knowledge is power. The more you read, man, the more you read, the smarter you are, man. Hey, let me get another one of my books over here, man. Look. And I got a nice collection. I got this one right here. I think my cousin bought this one for me, right? Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad, right? Good book, right? I got this one. This is my, my family. I come from a family of educated people, right? This is a good book too, right here. Left of the Bang. This is a book written by I believe he was a Marine. He was something in the military. 2 Marines, I believe, or Navy SEALs. Or if he wasn't a Marine, he was a Marine Raider or a Navy SEAL. This is like combat and knowing the room and position. This is a good book too, right? All different levels of books. But these are the 2 that I'm most proud of right here. Look. These are my aunt. The one I was just talking about when we went to Georgia. Right? These are my aunt's books right here. She's a published writer. These are her 2 books. Right here. This is our land right here, right? Remember when they strolled down memory lane? It's one of her books. And this is the other one. Remember when Mama said. These are my aunt's books right here. She's a published writer. These are her 2. I remember she gave these to me, right? When I went down there, and I was so honored, right? This is our property too, right here. This is our land, man. Right? But one day my books, I'm gonna go through my aunt. I got a couple, man. But like I said, I'm still writing my chapters, man. I wanted to put it out. The books of source, right? The books of source, right? Because I have accomplished a lot in boxing, from media, marketing to management, being backdoored, betrayed, lied on, all that good stuff, right? Reading keeps you out of trouble, changes the way you think. Absolute. Not only changes the way you think, it educates you, man. You can tell the niggas that's on the internet from how they carry it on the internet, how they give it up on the internet. You can tell that their minds are polluted and they're dumb. They're just dumb. You can tell they don't read, right? Niggas that sit on the internet all day and do this, what I'm doing right now, and just take in internet shit all day, every day, you can tell because they have idle minds. They're dumb. They do dumb shit. Like there's shit that on this internet, like hitting the like button is free, right? Sharing the content and information is free. But when you have a dumb mind, a slave mind, look, Message to the Black Man. Look, let me pull that book up, right? Look, I have what? How many books I got right here? About 7 books right here. Message to the Black Man speaks about that, man. When you have a slave, dumb mind like this book puts you on to, that's how you carry it, man. That's how you carry it. He said, when I moved, I donated my books and gave them to neighbors. Yo, you know what I do, right? Where I work at, yo, they be having, look, I'm going to tell you, look, don't get my channel shut down. Yo, white people are smart. Yo, if you go to the white communities, yo, they be having like a book shit, donation shit, where you can take a book. They be putting books in there. I used to grab a book all the time in these neighborhoods, right? when I was a regular driver. I'm not a regular driver. Sometimes I do it in the summertime, depending on if I'm in the sweep or not. I might grab a book. That's why I used to do. I used to give them to my kids, make my kids read, pass that on. Nasaya and Arena, they read. But I would grab the books from these different communities and stuff. That's what I would do. And they, the white communities have them all the time. All the time. You can grab, like, I have a book somewhere over here that I got. Let me find it real quick. Because I'm in my study. Now, look, I bought this one. This is John Hope Bryant's Financial Literacy for All. Great book. I bought this one. Look, see, I'm reading it again. I read this book a couple times. I'm at chapter 12 right now. Look, see how many books I'll be reading? I'll be reading mad books at a time, right? This is one right here I picked up. I think I might have picked this up in Dix Hills neighborhood. Right here. They be having these where you can just grab a book. This is, look, Prime to Perform. How to build the highest performance culture through the science total motivation. Right? This is a New York Times bestseller. I think I was in Dix Hills. They have those book stands where they just, people leave their books out there and they'd be like, take a book. I took this one from there. Right? Add it to my collection. Look, this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 books right here in my collection that I just pulled out. A couple more. I'll grab one more for y'all. Look. This one right here, I forget which one of my listeners, subscribers put me on to this one. This is The Richest Man in Babylon. When I was doing the live stream like how I'm doing now, I forgot which person put me on to this one. I got this book right here. Look, these are all my books, man. I'm reading this one too. Where am I at? Right here. Here goes my mark. Right? I'll be reading mad books at a time. I used to only read one book at a time, right? Somebody put me on like, nah, you can read as many as you want. That's how I started doing it. Look, this one. Now I finished this one. That's 10, 11 books right here. This is 11 I just showed you. This book right here, great book to read. I will teach you how to be rich. I will teach you how to be rich. This is a good book. I finished this one. I may start reading it again. That's 11 books I just showed y'all, man, in my collection that I actually own, right? How many of you niggas that sit online, gossip, do content, don't own one book, let alone one, right? Now, you wouldn't know that about me, right? I just showed you 11 books that I personally own. More than half of those I'm reading right now. More than half. So 11, and I said more than half, I'm actually actively reading. 48 Laws of Power. I read it numerous times, still reading it. Right? I showed you that one. Message to the Black Man. Reading that one. Read it multiple times, right? Richest Man in Babylon. Right? But hopefully y'all dug this source, right? Hopefully y'all dug the source. He said, I put books outside. This kid picked up. Yeah, that's good, man. You're going to be blessed for that because you're sharing knowledge. You're sharing knowledge. You might spark that kid to do something very major in life, right? You might spark them. You might spark them. See, books spark people, man. Because when you read, you're engaging your mind, man. You are engaging your mind. That's why it's good to read, man. Yeah, even if you read the paper. This is my collection. This is my little collection. This ain't even all my books, man. Like when I move and I make my real study, I'm gonna have a nice study, man. I'm gonna have a nice study. Yes, you might have saved him. You might have sparked him to be something great in life too, man. Because books will do that to you, man. You know, television. Yeah, but see, they dumbed us down, especially us. They have us hooked on what? iPhones, tablets, social media, right? All smoke and mirrors, illusions, right? We don't pick up books. We don't read. We do not read no more, man. It is what it is, man. But listen, I've been on for an hour and 22 minutes. Hopefully you guys caught and enjoyed this sauce. Look, I'm gonna share this with y'all. I'm gonna break down my gun right now. I started reading, and that's how I was able to acquire a gun license. Right? Look, I was read a book, and I was like, damn, I can go get a gun. Look, right? I was like, yeah, I can get this gun, and I can carry this gun on me at all time, right? Because I read. And when I read, because I thought I couldn't get a gun because of my prior history. But when I read, I was reading, and it said that, right, as a business owner, right, because I'm a business owner, I own multiple businesses, you can own one of these, right? Look, it's empty, just to show you. Hands not on the trigger. You can get one of these, and you can carry it on your possession. And I was like, wow. And I did that. And now I keep one of these at all time legally. Legally, man. So for anybody that thinks they are going to harm me or come out of character for me, this right here. Look at that, man. Look at down the barrel. Bang, 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 bang. And I'm trained with this. See how I took the clip out and cocked it? Look, I'm trained. Again. Right there, look. I'm trained. I'm trained with this, man. See that? Trained with this. Now she's dangerous. Now she's dangerous. I can't wait to go to a state. See, New York, right? New York. You know, you can't have a full extended clip or none of that in here. But when you go to the South, like Georgia and North Carolina, man, you can have some type of magazines, all type of assault rifles and all of that. But this, I'm good with this right here, man. This is my Glock 19. Nice. It's my favorite now. It used to be my 9, but this Glock has become my favorite. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the sauce, man. Once again, hit me up for all your goods and services, whether it's Seymour's, the merchandise, right? Mentorships. Because look, a lot of you boxing content creators, y'all need mentorship, man. You can't sit around and copy. Right? You need mentorships, man. You know what it is. You don't want to pay for nothing. You niggas don't even want to hit the like button for nothing. But start putting this in your system, right? Look, let me show you. Put this in your system. Instead of always putting poison in your system, get you some of this right here. Seymour's. Look. Now this is raw. Best thing to put in you. Just like that. Right? Just like that, right? Now that's better than taking it like this. Look. Some days when I come on here and I do it like that, I don't even take the vitamins no more. Right? These are the vitamins. Shilajit and the sea moss right here. But I just took straight raw sea moss with the sea salt, everything on it. The best thing to take right there, man. And listen, I'm about to be 47 in April. 47 years old in April. God willing and all that. Never popped the Viagra. Never popped the Viagra, man. Get you some sea moss, man. A lot of niggas, I know young niggas in their 20s, 30s. Yeah, they be talking about Viagra and all, like, yo, you niggas is washed. You too young, brother. They be talking that Viagra talk. Get you some sea moss. I've been trying to put niggas onto the sea moss way. Like, yo, get you some sea moss, man. Get you some Shilajit. Get you some ashwagandha, right? It's all natural. All natural, right here. Black seed oil. All natural, man. Hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed this sauce, man. See, when you start expanding the content, you grow low. I've been DJing for a whole hour and a half. Not once did I drop my link to say, yo, come on the channel and bullshit with me, right? But I gave y'all substance. Gave y'all substance, man. But enjoy your MLK King Day, man. I had a dream. He had a dream. Those of us that are accomplishing and doing things in life, we are living that dream. He was like, I was going to ask you, was that sea moss? Yeah. Yeah, good brother. I sell sea moss. I sell it like that, raw and uncut. And I also sell the jars. Sea moss gel. I gel it up for you. Now, I don't sell the vitamins. I get these vitamins myself. I don't sell the vitamins. I was trying to look into how to do all that. But, I was looking into it. Make my own capsules up, right? But yeah, I was doing some reading on that. You gotta get you gotta be careful with certain shit. Because you gotta get FHD, FDA approval for certain shit, man. Because you can get locked up. If I come online, right? Like I could do it like that, raw. If I come online and say I got capsules and all that shit, you can get jammed up by the government, right? They can lock you up for selling drugs, man. Rest in peace of Dr. Sabi, man. They can lock you up, man. You can become enemy of the state, man. Real talk. This is crazy, man. And you ain't out here selling death. You selling life. But they can lock you up, man. They could lock you up and say that you were out here selling drugs, man. Right? Real talk. But salute to everybody that came through and hit the like button. Right? We're just gonna keep monitoring this though, man. Gucci Man did not file no charges. It's still all alleged, right? It hasn't been confirmed. But the streets, the YouTube platforms are speaking on it. Like we like to say over here, but hey, what do we know? Shanewz Boxing LLC, marketing, management, media, stamped and certified all over the game.